7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yo, what's Gucci, fam? This Que Bola, the podcast for creative entrepreneurs who want to understand the individuals winning in the creative industry and want to learn how to attain success in their own pursuits. My name is Darwin Figueroa, and my mission is to help you, the creative entrepreneur, find the roadmap to grow and succeed in your own endeavors. We share stories, insights, and tips from established and emerging creative entrepreneurs so you can attain success in your own pursuits. In this episode, we sat down with Will Thompson of Dead Flamingo Hospitality, also Better Days and Casa Tiki, the Dead Flamingo pop-up on Calle Ocho. Will is a bartender who grew up in the hospitality scene and has now gotten to the point of ownership and is doing better things every single day. No pun intended. Let's get into this episode. It was super fun and insightful, especially for the hospitality and tourism industry here in South Florida. Let's get into it. Listo. So, we're in another episode of the Que Bola Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for listening, tuning in. Today, we are blessed to be here at the Dead Flamingos pop-up at Casa Tiki with the owner proprietor of the bar, my dog, Will Thompson. William Thompson, how would you like to go address, sir?
Will. William's so formal, Will. Por favor.
Hey, William, you're the owner now, so you got to put some respect on my name. Sometimes shit.
Little O. We're owners. The whole team here.
We are owners.
We're owners. It's me and the whole team.
So I like that. So let's first start talking about that, how that came about. You originally started off bartending, right?
Yeah. Fucking bar backing, dishwashing.
Okay, so what was your first job in the industry?
Serving. In this industry, my first job was shout out to TGI Fridays.
Okay.
TGI Fridays at the Falls.
Okay.
Busser and dishwashing.
Is that still open? The TGI Fridays in the Falls?
Yeah, I haven't been to the Falls.
Oh, no, I think they shut it down. Maybe they put like a PF Chang's or something there.
There's a PF Chang's there, too. I worked there, too.
Oh, you
Shout
worked
out the fucking Falls.
Shout out the whole Falls. Damn.
It's your fault, PF Chang's, and I'm a bartender. It's your fault.
That's how you started bartending?
That's how I started bartending, man.
At PF Chang's?
Yeah. They drafted me from Starbucks.
They drafted me. You went first or second round?
First round, dude.
First round.
They picked me up. Everybody on staff was mad.
That's hilarious. Why? Because bartending is a gig, is a cushy gig, right?
Yeah, it's a cushy gig.
In the service industry, is the bartender's position the one that everybody wants to go for?
Yo, it depends where you work. Honestly, it depends where you work.
Why is that?
Because there's some restaurants where the bartenders, they don't make ni mierda.
Okay.
Right? Or like they do straight.
For real?
And then the servers are the ones that are, it's usually the high-end fine dining style spots.
Okay.
Yeah, where they're,
But
where they're making way more bread than the bartenders.
The servers.
The servers.
Okay. Yeah.
It's Miami, baby. They got that 20% on top.
Oh, automatic.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that 20% on a bar, bro? Okay, you being that you work in the bar.
Damn.
Okay. I'm going to hit you with the hard one straight up.
Straight off the fucking spot.
Straight off the top because, bro, you just said it's Miami. I'm born and raised in Miami. I've been going out drinking and shit in Miami since I was able to. Basically, even before I was able to, but legally since I was 21, right? And I don't remember that 20% being placed on my drinks back in the day, which is kind of crazy for me, bro. As a patron,
Right.
20% on a drink.
On a drink.
It's like, if you're making me a drink, okay, maybe. But if you're pouring me a beer or some shit, I kind of feel like I'm getting gypped, dog. 20% for you to pour me a beer out of tap? Come on,
pour
bro.
you a beer off the fucking tap, bro. That's exactly how it works. I mean, all right, look.
Tell the truth.
So how I feel about it, I'm not necessarily the biggest fan of it either.
Okay.
Right. Well, especially at 20%, right? That service charge shit, first I want you to know, that's not going to them.
What do you mean? The 20%?
See, because I think that's where I think a lot of people, have in their heads, like, damn, dude, I'm getting 20% for this motherfucker to pour me a beer.
Yeah.
They're maybe getting 10%.
Of the 20.
Of the 20, maybe.
And the
right?
other 10 is going where? To the owner?
It's going to the owner. It's going to the business. Most of these motherfuckers, that's what they're doing. They're keeping percentages of those, that's why you see those high percent because they're trying to subsidize their other costs and shit like that. Maybe they're paying a chef like that. Maybe because it's a service charge, right? Because it's a service charge, it's
it could go to any part.
It could go to any part. The tip goes to that motherfucker though. Like the tip goes to you. The tip, that's it. Like where it says You know how it says additional tip?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, additional tip on top of the 20%.
On top of the 27. But
Pinga,
but
dog.
legally it's a service charge. It's not a tip.
Ah.
That shit goes to the owner. They could take the whole 20 if they wanted to.
Damn, dog, they didn't even know that shit.
That's a way for them to pay the I don't know, let's say whatever scrub rate an hour a server or bartender gets. I think it's like $7-8.
Yeah.
They get like $7-8 an hour now.
Something like that
Now.
I'm not sure. But
When I started, shout out TGI Fridays, I was $2.13 an hour.
Damn, bro.
$2.13 an hour is what I was making, baby. Hard labor.
Fucking crazy, dude.
That didn't even pay my taxes.
100%, bro.
That didn't even pay my taxes at all.
But then this is the other side of the service industry. A lot of them, like, they live off of the cash, right? Because the cash, you don't really have to claim too much. And when it comes to taxes, you get to, like, skirt certain things, or, like, you can maneuver in different ways that if your whole entire money is being declared straight to the IRS W-2 style, you know what I mean?
So we declare everything because we're good, smart citizens of the United States. Shout out to the IRS for doing God's work and taking care of us and building bridges and shit.
This guy said, shout out to the IRS.
I don't know.
That shit out,
I
bro.
don't know anybody that does that. That's crazy. They shouldn't be doing that. They should be taking care.
That's wild.
They should be taking care of the local and federal community. You know, I don't know about that, but what I do know is it's nice to make cash.
Yeah. You get to really.
It's great. Nobody really fucks with cash that much anymore.
Yeah, that's a throwback thing, dog. When you see somebody bust out mad cash.
Yeah, there used to be a time where, I mean, the bulk of the stuff that you were doing was cash, right? Now,
you have money clips.
Now most places, you're doing what, 10% a year max
in cash.
In cash as a business as a whole.
Wow, that's nuts, dude.
Yeah.
That's different. That's drastically changed. So your entire progression from like starting off, working in the service industry, starting from like the lowest. You said you were bar backing. That's probably the first, like the most entry level.
No, bussing. Not even bar backing, because bar backing even has its points of glamour, right? Because in bar backing, you go behind the bar. You maybe get to pour some stuff out to help the bartender, right? You still got to help them keep that shit clean and stocked and moving, right? It's a really important job with a lot of responsibilities. Bussing, you're just cleaning.
Bussing. So that's the and the totem pole, that's the lowest position you can start in.
For me, it'd be that or dishwasher. Those are the two.
Okay. I used to do dishwashing, so I was at the lowest. I didn't
those are the two, man.
Yeah, I used to work at a dishwasher back in the day in China. It was called China Gate down south in Eureka and US 1.
Yeah, I know exactly
I used to work there, dog. You know what's funny? I was 13 years old, my guy.
That's how they do it, baby.
I was 13
Shout out
years
to Chinese
old.
restaurants.
Shout out to Chinese restaurants employing 13-year-olds out here paying me under the
Fuck
table.
those labor laws, man. That's
Fuck
responsibility. You're teaching them responsibility.
There was. I swear to God, they did teach me responsibility. I had to clock in. I had to be there on time, right? I had to like stay the night and do the work, and at the same time, I had to do my homework and all that other shit.
See, they teach you what it's like to come
actually
into the real world.
Yeah.
To come into the real world.
I mean, funny enough though, I've been working since I was 8 years old. Because my dad put me to work when I was a jit. Like, really fucked up child labor laws. My dad had his own business, and he would take my ass on. He'd be like, come on, let's go. And, like, it wasn't like, oh, I'd be there, like, oh, just sitting there playing with my Game Boy. No, my dad would, like, put me to work, dog.
I mean, you're one of his employees. That's fine.
Facts. And that's why, like, I transitioned to my China Gate job.
He put you on, dude.
He did put me on.
He taught you at a nice young age
how to work for my money.
Yeah, and what the rest of the world is like.
And he would actually pay me. That's funny. My dad would actually, like, I would go work with him, and he would give me, like, $40-50. Like, here, this is for the day.
Damn,
like,
as an 8-year-old?
As an 8-year-old, dog. Literally, my dad would give me $40-50 as an 8-year-old, and I didn't know what to do with that money. It's a play, like, go buy video games.
What are you
like,
talking about? You were crushing at those Scholastic book fairs. Don't even 100%. Play with me, man. You have $40?
Yeah. That's true, though.
I had $20 and the teacher snitched on me.
Get out of here. Like, what? Why you got those 20?
Well, we got those 20s. Called my mom up.
Damn, that's
Yes,
wild.
I took it from her first, but still, snitching ass teacher.
Damn,
you're going to this Scholastic book fair for $40, $50.
If we see you, we're going to get you, teacher.
Bought them Berenstein Bear books and shit, just putting them down.
That's fucking hilarious.
You didn't even need that pizza wheel shit that they used to do back in the day.
Damn.
Like, read something for a free book.
Now it's like,
I got money, dude. I'm
you
an
tell
8-year-old with
somebody
bread.
read, they'll look at you sideways as fuck. Like, read? What you mean read? You mean like swipe this TikTok? That's crazy. So the come up, right? You said you started off TGI Fridays, PF Chang's, right? When was your transition into the actual bartending? Like, that's my gig. I go from place to place to bartend.
Yo, so I got picked up. By at a Starbucks,
Okay.
right? So I was working at Starbucks down south off of 144th, and I was working behind what they call the bar, right? So it's where you're making all the drinks.
So you're a barista.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that time, you're making all the drinks. You're making all the fucking 18-step lattes, all the, the dog mom cappuccinos, right? All the nonsense, right? All the nonsense drinks. Somebody asks you for a regular...
No puff, one,
Yeah,
two
dude.
puff, pumps or whatever.
Yeah, dude, pumps, half a Splenda. Not even kidding. People be doing wild shit like that, right? You got to do it with a smile on your face. Half a Splenda, you're not a fucking idiot.
Half a split.
No, bro, you're getting a whole Splenda. Sorry.
You're gonna get
right?
the whole thing.
If you want this shit fast at 6 a.m, where all the moms are coming from the school or
Yeah.
going to the school or coming back, right? It's a hustle. I just so happened to always be in a good mood back then, right? I'm back there stressing a motherfucker, trying to pump these drinks out. Some guy comes up to me and he was just like, after X, Y, Z, I don't know, like 2-3 weeks,
Yeah.
just comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, you want to
Bartend?
bartend? Right? And I was like, no.
It's just no. Why?
I was like, and then no, I said something stupid. I was like, no, man. I mean, I would love to, but I don't have a bartending license.
Okay.
And he looked at me like dead in the eye, and he was like, you don't know shit. Perfect. And he was like, you'll do. You know, all you're doing is working.
You don't know
With
shit.
a smile on your face. You don't know shit yet. Come with me.
Come with me so I could exploit you
That's how
real
they
quick.
That's the adult version of a guy in a van with puppies. He's like, money? You want better tips? Yeah. Deal with alcohol? Yeah. Come here. Walk into this van.
Okay.
So he came up to me. He asked me if I wanted that opportunity. He told me like, yo, you don't need to do any of that shit. That's not real. Right? While I'm still making his drink.
Yeah.
Right? While I'm still fucking, trying to take care of my job. And I was like, all right, cool. He goes, come in and apply.
Okay.
Come in and apply, and we'll figure this thing out.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I did my application. I did my test. What I didn't know was they were reopening.
What do you mean? Like the place was reopening?
Yeah, it was reopening.
Oh,
They
okay.
were doing renovations.
All right.
Right. So with this XYZ renovation shit that they were doing, they were reopening. Apparently, like the old squad is there. They're being hired. They're being rehired, right? And they apparently told these motherfuckers that they weren't going to hire any new bartenders.
Until you popped up.
And then my dumb ass popped up.
And then everybody hated you off bat.
I guess I wasn't the best receive. I wasn't the worst receive either.
Yeah.
I was always in a great mood. So it was just like, well, I can't be an asshole to him. He's nice to me all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Right? And I had already been in the military, and I come from a single mom, so I've heard worse. Like, you
Yeah.
can say whatever the fuck it is you want to me, and I'd be like, oh, well.
It's whatever.
Right?
Yeah. Stoic as fuck.
I'm not making $5 an hour,
At Starbucks.
exactly swerving all these viejas, right?
You was
In my late
getting
20s.
thrown at
Starbucks
Starbucks?
viejas are great, dude.
Damn, that's where it's at?
Oh my goodness.
Is that the secret to dating? You gotta be a barista at a Starbucks?
Dating. You're not dating. You're not
Or
dating.
what are you doing? You just smashing? This guy said,
Gentlemen never tell, dude.
Just
We're
that's
going-
the answer.
We're going.
When you answer with a
we're
what
going
do you
on
say?
coffee dates. I'm teaching them about coffee. That's what I'm doing.
Coffee dates.
About how the roast goes.
That's hilarious.
This is how long we roasted this bean for. This is how long I'm gonna roast your bean.
How are we gonna roast these beans?
Yeah, dude. But we got a lot of attention. Not
crazy.
understanding that the same shit happens behind the bar. There's something that happens to women when dudes jump behind a bar, right? They forget you are ugly.
They forget.
Yeah, because most of us are 5'6" at best back then, right?
5
Most of us.
sixes.
Yeah, at best, right? In Miami, right? Those are 8, 9, 10s everywhere else, right?
Yeah.
But in Miami, we're 5'6" at best. But the moment we go back there, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with y'all, but they're like, I love this bartender. There's so much attention.
Okay.
They don't prepare you for that.
All right.
They don't prepare
they
you
don't
for that
prepare you for the attention that you get as a bartender.
Yeah, and we try to warn all these young motherfuckers who jump in afterwards. They're like, you're gonna get a lot of attention.
Yeah. You gotta know how to handle
You
it.
gotta know how to handle it. That should have consumed you.
So you're in the bartending world for a minute. Tell me about the competitions. How did you jump into that and winning the competitions and getting the accolades that you did as a bartender?
It's all a setup.
What do you mean?
It's all rigged.
For real?
They knew I was. Nah, I'm just.
Oh, I was about to say you are giving dimes and shit, dropping jewels.
If it's so subjective, right? So I do want to shout out guys like Gabe Urrutia, Alex Alfonso, Marila Leonard, right? Because these OGs for me in this business, they would come by the bar when I was, cool, fast forward, PF Chang's, right?
Yeah.
Fast forward, another couple small jobs, right? Where I'm kind of learning the behind the scenes, but I just think bartending is bartending. Like you clock in, you clock out at a place, and that's what it is. I didn't see it as anything else past a certain point.
Yeah.
This shit was just paying my bills while I went to school at the time. And I'm going, and again, like I said, I didn't think anything more of it. Like, cool, I didn't give a shit about the craft.
Yeah.
Give me the recipes that this place wants to do, and I can follow directions.
Okay.
That's what it was at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Can you follow directions? Yeah, got you.
Can
I'm
you
really good
follow
at it.
directions?
That's it.
Okay.
Can you follow this recipe, right? Oh, if you fuck up, say sorry. Awesome. That's it. Cool, yell at me.
Yeah.
Have a nice day, we move on. But then I went to this spot, and you had a guy like Gabe Urrutia come up to me. He's like, man, cool, I like your personality, this and that. Have you heard of the world of bartending? And I was like, yeah, we're doing it right now, guys.
Yeah, we're doing it right now.
You're
making
gonna
my
offer me a
drink.
bartending job while I bartend? This is gonna be pretty cool. He's like, nah, man, there's these things like bartending competitions. I go, that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. What do you mean bartending competitions? He's like, yeah, well, you compete against other bartenders to make drinks. And in my brain still, it's, until you know something, you're like so hard-headed about shit. And I'm like, make what drinks? Do we have recipes? Like these things have already been made.
Yeah.
Right? He goes, no, brother, Bacardi or Diageo or these guys or that guy, they do these worldwide competitions, to who can make the best version of that drink or their own classic or their own take on whatever, this and that. You can win money, you can win trips, you can hold on, what?
Like the creativity side comes into it.
Yeah. Like you could be a creative. And I was like, hold on, wait. Oh shit. I don't know why I didn't see that. And I didn't know that these companies did things like this.
Yeah.
This guy was showing me, he was opening the gate, like, yo, come check this stuff out. Come check out this world, right?
Yeah.
And it started with people like him, people like Alex Alfonso and Marila Leonard to come and by and pushing me and pushing my creativity and asking me to do these things, to sign up for these things. And when I was shy about it at first, because I'm like, damn, dude, like these guys look like they know what they're doing. They're professionals. But they're like, yeah, asshole. They started where you did at one point.
Yeah.
You just got to try.
They just got creative and took it serious, like as a professional.
Yeah, I mean, hell, they gave me my first recipe. They go, look, you have the attitude to do the thing. You're going to fail. You're going to lose. But just go through the process. And I did it. I went through the process. I was like, oh, I can do this. It is like bartending. You're just hanging out with somebody else. And these competitions are, if it's on your taste, it's subjective, right? So you can't be mad if you lose, right?
How much does
I'm
personality?
competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a ton of personality. And of course, at the end, you're going to be like, no, fuck these guys. My shit tasted delicious.
My shit tasted delicious.
That shit is whack, right? But nobody's there because they're bad.
Okay.
They're all there at the competition.
They're all good.
Because they have to be good. Yeah. They have to be good, right? And at the end of the day, it's just going to lean towards, and like you asked about personality, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I was too bubbly. Maybe like, this fake motherfucker. Get out of here, man. Ain't nobody this poor, this happy. Get out of here.
Ain't nobody that's happy making me an old fashioned.
No, man, no. Or maybe they really like the stand-up serious classic guy, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe this guy was too loose, right? Because that also plays into what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So, there's so many little things that you just can't be mad about. If it's not your time, it's not your time. And you keep pressing.
Okay.
And you keep doing these fucking things.
Yeah.
If I could tell anybody, right? Anybody who's trying to get into this thing, just keep doing those competitions, right? They all become the same.
Yeah.
Right? You just build a callus to it. And people now that aren't just here are going to get to recognize who you are and what your talent is. And that's what they should be doing.
As an individual, not just as a bartender.
Not just as a bartender, as an individual.
Yeah.
And then you can create your own, right? You can create your space. I think it's really cool. I know a lot of old motherfuckers bitch about like, this generation just wants to be famous, and this generation just wants to be in front of it. But it's just a generation has now the ability to be more creative and also be in front of all you motherfuckers all the time.
Yeah, continuously.
Good.
TikTok, Instagram.
And if you don't want to see it, just cool, don't see the thing.
Yeah.
But it's not that they want to be or don't want to be a thing. They're just expressing themselves. Let these motherfuckers express themselves.
That's what's up, bro. So then fast forward that into like, you're doing the competitions, you're in the bartending, you're in the service world now.
Yeah.
And then better days.
Oh,
How does that come about happening? Like, what's filling the gaps there? How did that happen?
Dude, so I was at an amazing place because it's where I met my original OGs and the people that really put me on this track for bartending, right? Which was the local, which unfortunately isn't there anymore.
The local, shout out to the local,
Gables.
yeah.
I love those guys, man.
Yeah.
You know, those owners there taught me a ton. They gave me a ton of, responsibility and trusted in me when I had zero experience.
Yeah.
Right? But one thing about me is that I want to win, right? And failure comes with winning.
Yeah.
You got to fail in order to win again, right?
Yeah.
So I failed a ton, and then I came back up. Then I failed a ton, and I came back up. Even when I failed eventually there, right? I got to a point where I was in over my head. Cool, I wasn't fit for the position I was at, and I was understood. And then, I have to grow. I have to outgrow that place. And, at the moment, you're like, man, fuck this place.
Yeah.
Can't believe they did this to me.
Yeah.
But then when you become a business owner, you go, oh, you got to do the thing that's best for the growth of your business.
Yeah.
Even though it was the wrong choice.
Okay.
But that shit allowed me to grow. From there, shout out to them because they're the ones that put me on to Broken Shaker.
Okay.
When I started working for them.
All right.
And I started managing for them. And I started helping them, make make their brand
executive decisions.
What it is and shit like that. I'm very clear with what my position is, right? I don't try to stay out of my lane. What I try to do is shine within my lane. Mm-hmm. So then the powers that me maybe go, oh shit, though, you could do more though. I can see that you're capable of doing more because all you want to do is shine in your position. Yeah. You're not trying to step on my toes. You're trying to make shit easier for me. Fuck it, let's bring you up. I think a lot of people fuck up on that, in that lane. So over there, my job was to make sure that their vision is put the way that they fucking want it.
Is
right?
executed properly.
That's exactly what they wanted, right? So if I'm doing what I need to do to help them, get to their vision, they're gonna help bring me up, man. And so that's what I did at that spot. They allowed me to shine there. They allowed me to shine with their shit. They allowed me to bring people, like make choices, right? That benefit the business. Like I brought one of my boys because he's one of the baddest bartenders in this fucking country. Period. Right? Period. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Yeah. And I may have gotten a little pushback about that shit, but it didn't matter. Yeah. I was doing what was best for them.
For the brand and
for the brand. It was bringing a bad motherfucker to the table, man. This guy has if we equate him to people in hip hop, he's got bars, dude.
Yeah.
Especially behind the bar, that's what he does. He's really good at what he does, man. And they let me do that. And coincidentally, then they get 22nd best in the world, and then they get 16 best in the world, and then 14 best in the world. I'm not saying I did it. Yeah. I'm saying my boy did it.
Yeah. But you put the pieces together.
Exactly, because I put my boy on. It's his fault.
Yeah.
And then when my boy doesn't work there no more, they're not on that list anymore. I'm not saying.
Yeah. You're not saying that's
I'm
exactly
not saying
why
it
happened,
is, but I'm just saying it is.
I feel you.
I love those guys, man. I love those guys. They really helped mold what my mentality is for this business moving forward. They kind of made work fun.
Yeah.
Right? And I had that in the local a little bit, right? But we didn't emphasize the fun. We didn't prioritize the fun, right? It was still work. Yeah. And I kind of my kind of brain switched off. Like, yo, we're all adults. We can get this shit done, but we can have a really good time doing it instead. We can still be responsible, but we can have a really, why come in this motherfucker and be like, in a fucking mood. Yeah. For what?
And then that's how you walked into the management side of it.
That's so I was doing the management at the local, right? They gave me that chance. They gave me the opportunity. I was the fucking GM there, the operator, the up, down, left, right, ABA select start shit. Like I did everything there, right? Yeah. So I had all the cheat codes. I love that place. They gave me the push, right? And said, cool, Broken Shaker, do that shit. At Broken Shaker, I opened up 27. It was just me and one other manager. We did fucking everything for the first 120 days. It was just me and this dude, Marcos.
Going hard.
Up and down and running around and shit like that. With another one of our boys, Eddie, too. Just doing every single thing in that place. Yeah. From there, I was over at Ball and Chain. I helped open up some things at Ball and Chain. Okay. Right? A great team. Was trained by, an amazing bartender named Julio Cabrera, who owns La Troa. Okay. Right? A phenomenal spot. Yeah. Well earned. That guy's an OG for a reason. He's the definition of what fucking class is. Yeah. And so, I learned a ton from there. And lo and behold, now one of my boys was over at Better Days.
Yeah. It wasn't called Better Days at the time.
So these people don't know this portion of it. It was called Better Days.
Okay.
It was already being run.
Yeah.
Right? So Better Days was a spot that was opened by somebody else. And after, it was already 2 filled spots at that same spot. But they needed somebody to help lead. They weren't going in the direction that they want to. The same shit that happened in the other 2 spots seemed like it was happening there. Mm-hmm. Right? So my boy says, hey, there's an opportunity over there. What do you think? I was like, yeah, cool. What's this spot?
Yeah.
I come over, I check it out for like a month before. I do like a little recon, see what's going on, get to know the staff, get to know people, and shit like that. And then, after a month, we hit them with a surprise.
Yeah. I'm taking over.
Yeah, the person's been hanging out with you.
It's going to be your boss now.
It's going to be your boss, right? Doing almost like some consulting management work for them.
Yeah.
And so as that went along, they saw big differences in the changes I made.
Okay.
Right? The changes I made, real simple changes, efficiency changes, just getting them to think differently, getting them to have a good time at work, right? But not at the expense of the person that's in front of you.
Okay.
Because for me, we're not the most important people in the room, right?
The patron is the person who's buying the drinks.
Well, and I don't even see it as buying the drinks. It's a person that's getting away from whatever the fuck they're getting away from. And getting away is not bad,
I
right?
see what you're saying.
Right? Maybe they're here to celebrate. That's still a getaway, right? Like,
Yeah.
Cool, celebrate your thing. Maybe they're here to get away from a problem. Or maybe they're here like, because, there's traffic in Miami for the next 8 hours, right? And they just want some place to chill and breathe, right? But this shit is an escape, right? I don't do that whole like, welcome home, feel at home. You be at home. If you wanted to be at home, if you wanted to feel at home, you be at home, right?
Facts.
You don't want to feel at home. Maybe home stresses the fuck out of you.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you still got that pile of clothes that you haven't folded yet.
Yeah.
Right?
Some bullshit.
And then you open it up and it's all wrinkled and shit. Now you mad because you left it there to wrinkle.
Yeah.
So no, I want you to feel more relaxed, less judged.
Okay.
You're here. No one knows what the fuck you're doing. No one cares what you're doing.
Yeah.
As long as you're not a dick about anything.
Yeah.
And that's the mentality I kind of like, brought into that place. Come here, have a good time, but make sure it's about them.
Okay.
And then the other portion of the model is for us is make a friend. Like, we want to make a friend. At the end of the day, we want a long-lasting relationship with the person that's in front of us.
All right.
Because most of us that I hired, our goal is to do this for a long time. So if we're going to be doing this for a long time, we want long-time people with us to get to know us, to grow with us. We want to see your successes. We want to see you have a kid. We want to see you get married. We want to see you graduate or get that better job or whatever. We want to be part of those moments.
I feel you.
And I fell into Better Days, and after like a year or so, when everything was going well, I was like, all right, cool. I'm on my way to the next chapter, to something else, to help open up. My partner and I, Gio, were looking for spaces, and we wanted our own thing. Yeah. And the owner didn't want to let me go. Yeah. He was like, nah, you're a partner now. I was like, what? Cool. Here's what I offer you. What do you think? Sign on the dot. Always read your contracts.
Yeah.
Talk about that shit. But always read your things. When you're excited and you're young and you have an opportunity, always read, man.
Yeah. Always
read. Take a deep breath. Don't do it that day. Do it next week.
Yeah.
Right? Take care of your shit. Even if you're eager, even if you're like, oh, but I'm not ever gonna get this opportunity. Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
100% you are. 100%
if
you
you're
are.
that good, that opportunity to come around again.
If it was offered you once, that's it. That's your springboard. That's your start point. And don't if somebody's making you telling you, yo, sign this shit right now. Thank you, but I can't.
Yeah,
that's irresponsible.
I need to think on it.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That whole it's irresponsible at the end of the day. And you're gonna tell that person, is that how you want me to make choices for your business? Mm-hmm. No, right?
Yeah.
Let's be smart about it. I get that it's exciting, but that's one of those things that I want to warn any bartender, that wants to grow and that wants to move forward. Always take care of yourself first. Yeah. Right? And don't be signing shit without a lawyer.
Don't be signing
shit without a lawyer, man.
That's a fact.
And don't just chat GPT it either now.
Like,
I know it's 2024. Yeah. You may want to do that first, but then ask the lawyer, yo, is this motherfucker right?
Is ChatGPT telling me the truth?
Spend the $500 now, because that shit'll way later on
come back and bite you in that.
Yeah, it'll save you $1,000. Or again, you may just not know what your worth is at that time.
Yeah.
you're not aware, especially by what they're writing,
Yeah.
and you then get resentful about shit that could have happened or that you could have done, right? Maybe you have a cool partner like I do who will renegotiate, will talk to you, well, whatever, right? Because we're the ones doing all the fucking work.
Yeah.
But not everybody's that lucky.
Yeah. So you touched something on that progression, right? From basically from starting off from the bottom to now being managing partner in various bars, not just one bar. You touched on like the family aspect of everybody behind the bar, right? Like you're trying to build a team and you're trying to build a family where people have fun and shit like that. But we were talking before we were setting up and you were like, yo, sometimes it could get messy behind the bar. Like, because like I've been to the industry night here, right? The Dead Flamingo. And at industry night, it seems like everybody fucking knows each other in this industry. It's crazy as fuck because I'm not in the industry. I'm just like, I'm hanging out with you guys. Y'all my boys. I love the spot. And I come support and I have a drink. But then I come to the industry night. I'm just like, I feel like everybody's clicked up and everybody knows each other. How does that world play out, right? The whole bartending service industry shit in South Florida, which is major, because hospitality and tourism is major here. It's like one of the largest economic drivers in South Florida.
In fucking South Florida.
Yeah, it's that. It's like hospitality and shit like that, and fucking bars and things like that. So like, how does that work? What's the dynamic there? How does that?
All right, so I try to stay away from a word, no, not from people. I mean, I try to stay away from people now, but I try to stay away from like I don't call my team a family.
Okay.
I call this industry a family because that's different, right? Like this industry shows up. They come together. We all show up in need or whatever, right? But like think about it like at the NBA, right? The NBA is a whole family, right? But the teams still go against one another.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
Right? There's still friendly competition. They're still happening. We still gotta
players switch teams.
And players switch teams and shit like that, right? It is what it is. But at the end of the day, we're all like one big community,
NBA,
right? Even though it may be like, fuck that guy over there, but I still love, I still love the family.
Yeah, I feel you.
Right? So that's like with my team, I call them a team.
Okay.
We're all role players and I respect their positions and I understand that as a coach, I need them.
Okay.
As much as they need me. Right? There's no like more important player or this and that. You may have your favorites, right? But you need if you treat people like you need them, you get a lot more from them because you do need them.
Facts. You can't run a bar by yourself.
Yeah, and there's also a ton of other places that you've been to where you're getting at service, or you're not having like the best time with the person there, and it's like you get what you pay for.
Okay.
Right, or you get like how you're treated. Right, so I treat this is my team. They're all important to me. Everybody has a role. Nobody's role is more important because the moment that motherfucker leaves, I have to train a new player. I have to do a ton of shit.
Yeah.
So but everybody, Miami, I feel is like the world's biggest small town.
Okay, I agree with that 100%.
What a big city that everybody seems to, if you don't know each other, you know somebody that knows you.
Yeah.
Or that knows your boy.
Yeah.
Or that knows your homegirl.
Kevin Bacon, 6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees? No, it's
like
one or two.
Yeah, without a fact.
One or two in Miami.
Always.
Especially, and then in this industry, it's one.
In this industry is one.
It's one. And this is a big industry, but oh man.
What are you trying to skirt, dog? It seems like you're trying to skirt something, bro. Just say the truth. Speak the truth.
Y'all gotta stop fucking each other, man. There's so we gotta leave a line or like a space for a couple of degrees and stuff, man. It's such a like a piranha filled pool, dude. It's just
a piranha filled pool.
And it's the moment one girl steps into the city or one person is brand new to this, you'll see it in a restaurant, dude. It's gross.
It's like
those managers with a host and shit, like the hostesses, and these fucking piranhas just come and and they're attacking you. That shit is messy, dude. People dating each other's exes that work at the same place. Great idea. Phenomenal idea.
That's crazy, dude.
Men don't got emotional capacity, dude. Don't got a emotional tolerance or any type of regulation. No, man. All of a sudden you mad at your ex for moving on.
Yeah.
In the same place, and now you mad at some dude, right? But
that you're working beside,
that you're working
that now smashing your ex, and he's probably telling you about it or some shit, or
yeah, or vice versa.
or vice
These
versa.
girls, I hear at other places fighting
Over
over motherfuckers at maybe my bar, maybe not my bar,
Yeah.
right? And I'm going, why?
Yeah,
He don't even like none of y'all.
yeah, that's hilarious.
You know, like it's the emotional maturity, or I don't know what it is, dude. I just don't understand the lack of common sense. But maybe now that I'm older,
But what do you
because I was a
attribute
little
that
shit
to?
back then too.
I feel you.
I was a little shit
when
back
you were
then, too.
doing when you were out there.
When I was in the middle of it,
yeah. But what do you attribute that to? To like the fact that you spend so many hours together, or like because normally people in the service industry work together a lot, and they work like long
40 hours, and then you're
Yeah.
going out for one. That shit never happens either. You better stop that shit.
What?
Just say the truth. Hey, you want to go out for a ton of drinks?
Yeah.
And then eventually,
You want to go out for a ton of drinks after it was
and then
serving these
eventually
drinks?
eventually go down on each other and then
Yeah.
not talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, let's do this.
That's what it.
Let's create the awkwardness.
That's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I mean, the service industry is a lot of that. A lot of like working hard but playing hard, and the playing hard could get messy when everybody's playing in the same pool, right? In the same cat box.
Yeah. I mean, Messi can be fun too.
Yeah,
That's all. It's all relative, right? But I think they play so hard because a lot of people in this industry are like punching bags.
What do you mean by that?
So we absorb a ton of energy, right? And I don't know, like I'm not like a Crystal's energy person or whatever, right?
Crystal's energy?
Right?
I thought you were gonna say crystal sugar. This guy said crystal's energy. Okay,
Right?
I feel you. You're not
Recharging that shit on my
battery
window,
shit, yeah.
right? Retrograde doesn't mean what you think it means.
Yeah.
Like that's no. But for me, I do understand that, it is exhausting to constantly hear negativity and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Or, people's, I don't even just want to say their issues, right? Yeah. Even their good times.
Yeah.
What we're here to do is to listen, but we're not ever being heard. And don't feel sad about it. That's not the point. That's what we signed up for, right?
Yeah.
But then that's where the play hard comes, because it's so much like here, like coming one way.
Te tiene que
Te
fucking
lo
soltar.
tienes que quitar
Yeah,
somehow,
te lo
right?
tiene
The
que
good
quitar.
and the bad. You got to go out, and then now you're doing that somewhere else to some other dive bar bartender, right? Because you can't be doing that at a fancy, nice place. Or the reason why we go hard is because, we maybe want to treat ourselves or take care of us, because the thing we're doing the entire week
It's taking
is taking care of others, right? And at the end of the day, again, it's not to feel bad for it, but I can relate. No one's there to take care of you.
Yeah.
So you're going to fucking places to feel taken care of at least a little bit,
And
right?
you're not gonna go to a therapist.
Yeah, we're not going to. We can't afford.
You can't afford
You
a
can't
therapist.
afford a therapist unless you work at a hotel. You can't afford a
yeah,
therapist. They get benefits.
Yeah.
That's why those places are taking up. Those jobs get taken up real quick, man. But and even those motherfuckers are like therapists.
Yeah.
We grew up in the '90s. We're not going to fucking
What
therapist.
therapy? What talk about my problems?
Yeah,
What
that
you
means-
mean?
that means
I'm
you're-
gonna just go drink like a motherfucker and fuck a random stranger.
I drink like an adult, like I saw in all the movies growing up. I'm gonna smoke a cigarette outside now that I'm drunk,
Yeah.
and wake up tomorrow and be like, no, I'm never doing that shit again.
Oh, that's hilarious. I mean,
To only rinse and repeat.
yeah.
Yeah, dude. No. Most people, I guess, from my generation, of course, because of the stigma that we used to have behind it.
Yeah.
But I do like about like a lot of the new cats are that's okay.
To talk about your
Yeah.
problems.
Maybe.
To a certain
To
degree.
a certain- right? Because us see, you saw my face.
It's still like,
it's like, I get it. I get
you know,
it.
it's like mental health month,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It's men's mental health month.
I'm
by
like,
the
I
way.
get it. Life is hard. What I want to say is talk to your therapist. Like, I'm not the one,
I feel you.
right? Like I get it,
Yeah.
right?
I get it. It's
I
hard.
get it. It's hard. Life is hard. But for me, that's just more negativity out for me, right? I have grown up to the point where I do that. I seek out a therapist. I have a therapist. My mental health, my emotional maturity has grown, right? It's probably why I can see those things now. And I look back, and I'm not, first of all, the best thing about being old, guys, is that you're judgy.
Yeah,
Just-
you're judgy.
Just embrace that shit. Just you're judgy now. It's great, right?
Because you actually have something to judge. You have like
Yeah.
a demarcation point.
Yeah,
you can see it.
I feel like, I'm better than everybody. It's great. And it's cool because the old heads on top of me are like, well, you don't know shit. And I can't wait to get there, right? But
Do you feel that they're right sometimes?
but a ton, because I always get to a point where I go,
Yeah.
this motherfucker was right. But now, right now, like all bullshit aside, it's not a judginess. It's more like you're aware. You're aware of it and you understand it. Like I don't judge the fact that these people are having their one night stands and fucking around and getting into trouble and doing dumb shit at work, right?
Yeah.
Because I understand it.
Yeah.
I understand it. I understand the the way this place works. I understand the stress that's put on their back. I understand, like you said earlier, we're here together. Like like basically we have each other's back, or we're going through the shit for the next 40 hours. You're getting beat up the same way I'm getting beat up, right? No, if you're a server, somebody's bitching about the fact that their well done steak didn't come out in 15 minutes, right? And when it comes out like slightly pink, it's not well done enough, and they got to go to the back. They're hangry. They're saying it's your fault. It's not even the kitchen's fault. This guy, it's just
It's impossible.
It's impossible to sometimes make somebody happy, right? And that's what they're trying to do, right? And then now their managers on top of them for nonsense or whatever, like it all. And they are probably in school and they're stressed and they're trying to pay for stuff. I mean, there's so many different layers. Absolutely, man. Shit that's really getting to them.
Yeah.
So now I can see it from now it's great because you're seeing it from like the skybox, right?
From
Like
the skybox.
Yeah, you watching the whole game.
I
like,
can see your trauma from the skybox.
from right over here, and you're like, while you're eating chips, dog, you're in the skybox having a drink going. You can predict this
Damn,
shit.
that motherfucker's
It's
going
like
through some
brutal
shit.
stuff, and you turn around and be like, nah, I go fuck. What? Watch.
Watch.
And watch what's gonna happen tomorrow. They're not even gonna look each other in the eye. They're not gonna help each other with their side work. They're not gonna do anything. It's that age. And no matter how much you try to guide them,
Yeah.
what do they say? I learned from one of the homies, nadie aprende de cabeza ajena, right? Like nobody learns from other people's fucking
foreign thoughts.
Yeah. You learn from your own mistakes.
You got to take the lumps. A lot of people.
And it'd
unfortunately.
be nice. Shit, I take lumps every day, baby.
Yeah.
Every
no,
day.
but that's how you learn. Like, but there's also people who take mad lumps and don't learn shit. Legit. Like, I've seen that too. Like, take the same lumps over and over and over and over, and you just be like, damn, this person ain't gonna learn. That lesson ain't coming through. You know what I'm saying?
If you're in this business, right, and you're still in the same position you've been in, right, for let's say 3-4 years, right, and you're like, damn, dude, I wonder why. Like, I wonder why I haven't progressed or haven't done it right. You one of these lump people he's talking about.
you've been doing the same.
You've just been doing the same dumb shit and not growing and not accepting it and not trying to see something outside of like me.
Yeah.
Why don't I get the thing that I want?
I feel you.
And that should happen. That's another thing that happens a lot. A lot of spiciness in this industry. A lot of people think they deserve something, and a few of them are right. Right? There's just places that don't allow you to grow.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't accept that. I don't accept that. I don't accept that somebody's not allowing me to grow.
Yeah. Move to another place.
Let's fucking go. I don't, Brad, and it's a risk, and I get it, but then you're averse to change, you're scared of change. Well, that means that you can't grow. That means you can't grow.
problem, yeah.
That means you can't grow. Hey, if I could tell, and if there's one piece of advice that I'm gonna give, right? If it has to be just one, if they told me, Will, give one piece of advice to be selfish.
Be selfish.
In this industry,
Yeah.
no, take care of you.
First.
Where you're getting paid $1 an hour
Yeah.
for labor.
Yeah,
And some
yeah.
places, because of the service charge rule,
Yeah.
they get paid $0 an hour.
Damn.
I don't know if you know this,
No.
right? And they're still splitting that service charge
With other people.
with other people and
And-
the business. And then the business is, subsidizing their costs in the back, right? Like with the chefs, the cooks, or whatever, with that same service charge too, right? So everybody's eating off of that charge, not just that person. Because I used to think that same shit too,
Yeah.
right? Before I understood the rules and I did all the research, man, I was like, oh shit. That's why they do this, right? And they don't break anybody off.
Yeah.
So be selfish. The business is selfish, right? It's the business's job to take care of the business, not to take care of you, right? So you're not gonna find many places, right? And if you find a place that cares about you, fuck with that place, right? Like take care of that place.
Yeah.
Do your best. I'm never telling anybody to do more than what they're supposed to be doing,
Yeah.
right? If you decide to do more, bless up, good job, man. Like thank you for being that style of human.
Yeah.
But I always stick to, at the end of the day, and we've seen it here, right? I won't name these horrible fucking bars that closed last minute on their people.
Yeah.
But they did. They closed. Hey, look, we got 2 days left. What?
Yeah, all of a sudden you're out of a
Yo,
all of a sudden
but-
you're out of a job.
But yeah, all of a sudden you're out of a job. You think they found out that day that the owner was like, oh shit, what? Hey guys, surprise!
We don't got money.
Me too. This is crazy. Like we gotta close. I don't know why. No, man. No, they've known for months, and they've let you not plan. They've let you not take care of your people, not take care of your family, not take care of your finances. Nah. People that don't take care of you, that aren't being transparent with you or whatever, treat them what they are, their job.
Yeah.
Be the best at it. Because I hate mediocrity.
Yeah.
So even if you're at a place that you don't like, be the best motherfucker at the place that you don't like. But do not do more than what you got to do for them.
Yeah.
Hey, can you pick up whatever? Ah, man, I got therapy that day.
Yeah. I can't.
Make it mad uncomfortable, right? I got to go make up a relative to go get their cancer treatment. What? Yeah. I'm the only person that's alive that knows them.
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
gotta do it.
Make them very uncomfortable about how good you are outside of work.
Yeah. I'm a good person outside of work. I
gotta. I can't help you out.
That's crazy.
And
dog.
when they're like, "Oh, could you do this for like an extra $300?" Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Now.
Pavlov them.
Yeah.
Let them learn
100%.
that you're worth something because that's exactly what you are. Oh, they need you?
Yeah.
Tax, baby.
That's crazy.
Let me get that whole 20% service charge.
Damn. For the whole shift.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's cool, dog. That is a good piece of advice, dog. I mean, I worked in the industry, like I tell you, when I was younger. I know how hard it is. It's a lot of grueling labor. You do get very familiar with the people that you work with, and that could be like you could get familiar. You know what I'm
Familiar.
saying? Like you're there a lot.
You've
with
seen their
them.
nipples, dude.
You're there for a minute.
Guy or girl, you've seen their nipples.
I've seen that shit.
Seen
It's
too
crazy.
many, dude.
And it's like, okay, I get it. This is the world that we live in. This is the world we work in. But oftentimes you don't get opportunities like the one that you guys have had here that I wanted to touch on at
Ooh,
the Dead
what do you mean?
Flamingo pop up at Casa Tiki.
What you mean?
What you guys have brought in staff, right?
Yeah.
And you've given staff percentage ownership of the bar. Like you've empowered certain bartenders and people here to buy in to the bar. That's not oftentimes like the path.
Right. I haven't personally seen that, right?
Yeah.
Here in Miami. Shout out to places like Employees Only, who I think they do a version of that. I don't know what that is, but I know Employees Only is supposed to be a spot that, it's owned by the staff.
Yeah.
Right? So spaces like that are really the reason why I even had the idea in the first place. I was like, damn, dude, is that a possibility as I grew and as I learned? And really the opportunity, the way it works for me is that opportunity was given to me,
Okay.
right? And I was, I don't know, smart enough, right? For lack of a better adjective, to take on that opportunity. I saw something and I went for it,
All right.
right? Not everybody's in the same mindset as I am, but I do believe wholeheartedly that if they're the reason why most owners are able to pay their bills on time and live comfortable and go on vacations and do all the shit that we can't do, right? Then I got to put my people on that got me to that point.
Okay.
I have to. I don't understand winning alone.
Okay.
I do not understand. Like when I had the opportunity to come do this spot, the first thing I thought, who were my people in all these other spots that I fucked with that I can call and go, hey, do you want to be part of this?
Yeah.
Because I did that.
Okay.
I went up to the staff. I asked the entire staff, who wants to be part of it? This is the risk. This is the reward.
Yeah.
This is the possibility. This is the shit that's gonna happen. If we don't do this, it happens. If we do this, right? Now it's on you. But you'll never be able to say that I didn't come to you first, or that I didn't reach out to you, or that I don't want us to win as a team. I want us to win as a team.
Mm-hmm.
I want every single one of us to be able to have our holidays together, win together, train the new team. Because they put me where I was at.
They put you in the position to be able to win.
Yeah, dude. They put me in the position to be able to get that call, which was, hey, Will, if you want to take over the spot, flip it, make it something different, make it something better, add to it, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Here's the ownership key. Let's go. So I got that opportunity, right? I have to bring in the team that put me on.
I mean, but that's not the normal thinking normally. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Everybody, there's so much. I don't know. I can't think for other people, right?
Yeah.
But from my perception, right? From my perspective, excuse
Yeah.
me, it feels and looks like greed.
it feels and looks like greed.
Like greed, like it's like they did it themselves,
I see what you're saying.
right?
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the GOAT, MJ.
Yeah. But he had Pippen.
Yo,
and
you had a
Stockton
team.
and
You had a team. You had a
Yeah.
team. You can't play 1-on-5.
Steve Kerr.
If you just put him there, I mean, I'm pretty sure he put buckets down.
Yeah,
he's
but
still,
he ain't gonna win
he's
no
still the greatest of
championships.
all time, but he's not gonna win 3-3.
Yeah.
Right? He didn't have the right team before. Why hadn't he won every single one? Right? That still doesn't negate the fact that he was an amazing player and he did his thing. But we all need a team, and we all need a winning team, right? And we all need to come to this together. And these are the guys that, and I'm also lucky enough to have a team, a staff, a place with really low turnover.
Okay.
The average person there has worked over half the time that we've been open.
Oh, okay.
And anybody that's quit has quit to move up, not laterally,
Yeah.
right? And then most people, and even anybody that we let go, moved up, not laterally,
Yeah.
right? And we've hardly let people go,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
right? It really, really, really like, extreme circumstances or some shit like that,
Yeah.
right? And it's still love. Like any one of these people that have ever been let go from us, still love, come by, we take care of you. You're a part of the family. You're a part of what made us
Yeah.
what we are today. So, no, man, I believe that these guys deserved an opportunity, deserved a chance, and deserved a chance at becoming business owners and not worrying about their bills.
Okay. And how does that like? So, putting on my business owner cap on, right? How does that translate into getting the spot to be up and lively? Because I know you guys took over here, right?
Right.
This place was floundering, to be honest with you, bro. Because I mean, I've been going to Lonya across the street for a minute, and I've seen this place like
Open, close,
go,
open.
yeah,
close,
go through his thing, right? Like,
Is it
fluctuate.
open today? Is it closed today? Is it open?
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
that. So when you guys took over, I was like, oh snap! Now I knew that the team was gonna be a winning team because I know you personally. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks.
So I knew it was gonna be a good move. But how does that translate as like for investors and for owners? How do you take on that risk? How do you take that? Like, I'm gonna give people part ownership in this, right? To try to get this up and popping.
Well, the ownership aspect came with, certain requirements,
Okay.
which is you got to be part of this,
All right.
right? Like you got to have your all into this because this is your baby as much as my baby, right? One of the things about me, any position I worked at it from the perspective of if I own this, what choices would I make?
Okay.
Right? And I was doing that because I believe in practice, right? We used to do taekwondo as kids, right? And they would tell us that like not practice makes perfect, perfect practice makes perfect, right?
Okay.
You have to do the thing over and over again the right way, right? So if in my mindset 10 years ago when I wasn't an owner, right, was owner mindset, like what would I do for the benefit of the spot over and over? By the time I get to where I was at, the ability to own, it's now a reflex, right? Again, it's like, the same swing, the same shot, right? When they fucking throw it to Ray Allen, Bob, he just knew, right? Because they practice that over and over and over again, right? They practice that same moment over and over and over again. I was doing that beforehand. I was practicing the reflex of ownership because in my brain somewhere, right? Maybe in my deep subconscious, they were like, nah, you're going to do this.
At some point.
Because I kept on becoming managers everywhere I went.
Yeah.
Or becoming operators. And they're showing me the back end. They're showing me how this stuff works, right? They're showing me, how the sausage is made. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm making you money. I'm doing this. Like,
I'm making you good money, bro.
Yeah. And, I just need to be able to fund it.
Yeah.
Right? I just need the opportunity to
the resources or the spot to do it.
And so when I went, it's like choosing a team, right? Yeah. It just became a reflex. When I said, I know that these guys have the mentality at my other spot. They take ownership. When they're around, these are the people that really get their shit going. And I'm like, these are the guys that I can fuck with. At the end of the day, I was still gonna bring team and staff, but they needed to be owners. That was the one requirement. If you work here, you have to have ownership because I want you to treat it that way. And then like this, we can create a team that's going to help build up other spots. And I guess the confidence that I have in this place really has everything to do with experience. I know what it's like at my other spot to not be busy.
Yeah.
I remember sleeping and falling asleep. We used to have booths.
Yeah.
Like legit booths, right? And I would fall asleep on them because nobody would come in. I remember there was a time where that place wasn't shit, man. Like there was no lines on the weekends. It wasn't crazy busy, right? We didn't have to worry about, capacity issues and stuff like that. And now it's like, oh, cool. Can I get in? Can I get in? Can I get in?
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about that. I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah.
So this portion for me is not scary because I know I have a team that
you can rely on.
that I can rely on and that can do dope shit. That cares about what they do. That comes out here and has fun. That has the same vision that I do. Take care of people. Have a good time. Make sure that they're taken care of. Make sure that they're safe.
Yeah.
Right? They got to feel safe in here.
Yeah.
Right? And then keep it moving.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. A lot of that has to do, like, you're touching on subjects that has to do with, like, the checking your ego and, like, being humble, right? Which is hard for people to do who grew up in Miami because it's all about ego.
Ego, man.
It's all about ego out here.
It's all about them likes.
Yeah, it's all about how many likes I get or, like, me being the man and all of that. So you got to check that and you got to be able to, like, work. I think even working in the service industry, you really got to check your ego, which I see a lot of places, there's not a lot of that, which is why that's why Miami gets the rap that there's shitty service, to be honest with you. Because, like, you go to other cities and people they have less ego, so I guess they don't push that on you. Out here, people are like, they're mad that, not all places, but a lot of places you go and they're like mad that they're serving you.
Because for most of these people, this just subsidizes their side hustle.
Yeah.
Right? And their side hustle is, I'm going to be an actor, I'm going to be an influencer, I'm going to be a thing. And shout out to you. I hope you fucking make it.
Yeah.
Right? And I tell, even some of these young dudes that are coming into this business, one of my first questions in every one of my interviews, and they'll tell you, is what's your goal? What's your dream? What?
Yeah.
Not outside of this. I don't give a shit about this. Right? You're a bar back. This is not your, bar backing is not your dream.
Yeah.
Right? I ask them, how can I help you get to your goal? And then that's my second question. Cool, my goal is being a musician. How can I get you to be your goal? Awesome. And then that's when I talk to them about, cool, you're helping me with my dream, right? I'm going to help facilitate yours. Yeah. I'm going to make sure that the shit that you do, right, I get you to that as close as possible and then kick you out of here because this is not your dream.
Yeah.
Right? But if I'm helping you, right, then you're helping me.
Yeah.
Right? This is a transaction, as long as you know, right? Do the best for me. Come here. Check your ego at the door. I'll tell everybody you're a musician. I'll tell everybody you're a manager. I don't give a fuck if, that doesn't bother me. I'll give you busser manager title, whatever you want, right? Yeah. As long as you're doing your work, like with a good attitude and really getting into it, right? We could, check our egos at the door and then have a nice day. But most other people are working for places that don't give a fuck about them. They don't care about their dream, that when they need the time off to go do this or go do that, right? They're like, no, figure it out. We don't care about you, right? Like, we have like our boy Danny, shout out to him, really funny guy. But from the moment I met him, it was like, hey, I go, cool, good. Whenever you have a gig, let us know. We'll help you cover it. Because you don't know when an opportunity might present itself. And what? I'm going to be the guy in a story that was like, yeah, cool, I could have done this fucking thing for Comedy Central or for, I don't even think that exists. That's how old I am. for like Netflix, right? For like Netflix. And what? I'm the guy that couldn't help somebody that's helping me.
Yeah, I couldn't get you pick up somebody pick up your shift.
No, bro, I'll pick up your shift. Go, have a nice day. And I got you, right? So I understand the ego to a certain point, right? But I think you could do two things. You could be confident in who you are. And you could be like, I'm this guy, but also be smart enough to say, this is what I need for my survival. This is what I need. I have to go through something that kind of sucks right now, right? To earn the thing that I want eventually, because I wasn't born into like, a ton of bread and stuff, right? Like there's actors and musicians and shit that are amazing. Well, because, not for nothing.
They're Nepo babies.
Their parents have, let's say, bread. And they don't have to worry about rent. They don't have to worry about. They can concentrate on their art, on their thing, on their skill set, right? And then they become amazing at it. Yeah. You can't take that away from them. Yeah. Right. But these, but these guys out here who are, who have their side hustle and are doing their thing, you got to survive first. Yeah. Take care of you, right? And then when you're off, do your fucking thing. Come to work, and when you leave, make them miss you.
Okay.
Make them miss you, bro. That's for me. That's a better hustle. I'm making more money that way. At the end of the day, that's the mentality I'd always had, right? And it almost sounds like I'm doing it for the benefit of the business. No, I have my boundary.
Yeah.
No, I have my time off.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it, right? And I'll figure out a way to make the business feel soft about it because this is all politics at the end of the day too, right? It's until you have your shit secure, you got to play a fucking dumb game.
Yeah.
And I hate to give you. You think I want to be nice to every guest that comes to this motherfucker?
Yeah,
No.
For sure.
No, there's some people, man. Some of y'all are assholes, and I come and smile in your face, and I have a good time with it because
Some of y'all assholes.
disarming you,
yeah, makes it better for my people.
Yeah, it makes it better for my people, but gets me off.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying.
It's such a great feeling afterwards. Like, you were an asshole. Not anymore. Look, we're having shots. We're friends
You're
now.
cool now. Yeah.
Yeah. Right? I'm not. You're not cool.
Yeah, you're not cool yet.
We're cool now.
We're cool now.
You're still an asshole, but you're my asshole, right? Right.
That's hilarious.
But if I'm trains of thoughts, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking about diffusing or whatever, and this also comes to therapy, right?
Yeah.
Right. Not getting mad because this person's already mad.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
That's everything to do with them. Or two, thought what's better for my pocket.
Yeah.
If I think about it as a server.
Yeah, it was better for this guy to start a fight here or for me to chill him out and
And then even make more money, and then all the people around you know that the guy's an asshole.
Yeah.
But that person over there may not.
Yeah.
Right? So now they just see two assholes yelling at each other.
Yeah,
but instead you go, oh my God, I'm sorry. Ugh.
Yeah.
Right? You fucking LeBron flop when they yell at you. You just throw yourself on the floor. Right? You do one of these soccer player things.
Yeah.
And you throw yourself on the floor. But you stay away from the issue and the problem. Protect your money, man. Protect your bag. And I don't understand all those people, man. Also, you don't got to pay that service charge.
You don't have to, how do you skirt the service charge?
Tell them, oh yeah, thank you very much, and then you go talk to the manager, like, yo, take this off.
Damn, that's wild.
You go take this off, man. Like what? I don't respect the service that I was given today. So that fee is a add-on, right? Like it's not a law or nothing. Like, yeah. Bye, get out of here.
Damn, there you go. That's a little tidbit, a little nugget
You don't
for
gotta
everybody
pay.
listening. You don't got to pay that.
You know, and all my people in the industry might be
pissed
mad
about
at me
that.
or something. Don't be an asshole.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy, dog. So you guys are now been taking over the spot. Well, when is are you guys gonna be officially here? That's it. Until the wheels fall off.
Yeah,
What's
too, until the fucking That's
it. Casa Tiki is now Dead Flamingo.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Not now. It's coming. It's on the way.
It's coming.
It'll be here this year. You know, we're gonna have a lot of exciting things coming up, man. We're really taking care of this place. We want to be part of the community. The whole purpose, the whole purpose of this place is to be, what Better Days, like the feel of Better Days is for Brickell, for Little Havana, right? Like for the people in this portion of the neighborhood, right? We're not too far, but that's a little ass spot.
Yeah.
This will be more of your cheers, man. This will be more, that's dense. Better Days doing amazing, man. They're just building more and more around it. But that's what we want to be here. We want to be part of the community. Shout out to Langyai. We love those guys. Yeah. Boss loves us, man. He's the man over there. We were going around trying to, and it's sad, a place like Union Beard is not there anymore. And we want to collab with them. Like, we want to collab with everybody on there. Like, we only bring the good shitty beers, right? Because they had the dope shit.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't want to step on their toes. Like, we want to be part of this community. So we want to help this thing thrive and grow because there's no reason for it not to. For me, this is the heart of Miami.
Yeah. Little Havana.
Little Havana is the heart of Miami, man. This is the central part of Miami. It's one of the places that Miami grew from. Yeah. I don't know if you know Miami history, but 8th Street, this was the only way in and out.
Yeah, this was the spot.
Before I-95 was built, in and out.
Alley.
In and out was 8th Street, man. So I love this area. I grew up in this area, and it feels like a dream to come back to this portion and put my stamp on it and put our stamp on it, right? Because all of us are from this community, are from Miami, or are now part of it.
Yeah.
And we want to make a splash, man. We want to have our legacy cemented here and keep growing it.
For sure. And for everybody who wants to patron your bars, wants to go check them out, what are the places what are the pages they could follow to see what you got?
Please check out Better Days 305. Place is amazing. betterdays305.com. At the moment, we have it's Casa Tiki Miami on Instagram, the Dead Flamingo MIA Also, it's what it's going to be flipping to soon. But please check us out at Casa Tiki MIA, and then the name's going to switch soon, man. And I appreciate my team first and fucking foremost, and everybody else, and every person, people like you and the fam and Noel and everybody that's coming, just constantly showing us a ton of love. It's extremely humbling, but most of all, it's like working out. Right?
Yeah.
You go through a ton of shit and you sweat and you sweat and you sweat.
Yeah.
And then after a year, you see abs.
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I made it. I did it, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it feels like when I have people like you, or people I know well. I have friends and family that come here and show up.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. Like all that work that we did and all that dieting and all that shit paid off.
Pays off.
It's paid off because look, it's here. It's here.
Yeah, man. Your venues are always homey. They're welcoming. They're not like. They're not. I try to, when I go to your spots, I know that it's like you're in Miami, but you're not like kitschy like Miami.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a kitsch Miami situation. It's like just a regular bar in Miami.
In Miami,
right?
bro, kick your feet up.
Yeah.
That's what it's for, dude. That's it.
Like the locals come here. You know what I'm saying? This is a local type situation. Yeah. The Will of Saints. Well, Will, thank you so much for
appreciate
talking,
you, Darwin,
man.
baby. Love you, baby.
Giving
Thank
me
you
an
so
hour
much
of your time and chopping it up and giving me the knowledge. And the service industry out here is huge. You're doing your thing. You're growing steadily every day. More venues. I hope that you guys open up more venues, and I hope I could be an investor in one of the future venues. You know what I'm saying? That would be wonderful if possible.
Let's go.
Because I see the vision, and like Warren Buffett always says, like the management team of the company is one of the largest reasons why he buys a position into any stock, and you're like your management. So I know that wherever place you're going to go to is going to be done right. So it's like whatever else comes in the future, I wish you nothing but prosperity, and you know what I'm saying? It's
Thank you, brother, man.
It's
Thank
all
you,
love,
baby.
my dog. You doing massive great things out here. Now I got to do a DJ set here one of these days, dog. I just started
baby.
DJing.
Let's fucking go for it.
Let's go.
Let's go, man.
Well, bro, thank you so much once again for your time.
Thank you for having me, man.
And like I always say, if you like the podcast, share it with your friends. And if you hate the podcast, share it with your enemies. But just share this motherfucker, all right? Hasta la próxima. We out this bitch. Peace.
Dale.
I want to thank Will for giving me his time and breaking it down, letting us know all the insights and tidbits of how to gain some kind of traction and be successful in the hospitality and tourism industry, especially here in South Florida. Thank you so much, Will. Everybody, go to Casa Tiki, have a drink on me. Not necessarily I'm paying for it, but just have a drink, say, hey, Darwin sent me from Que Bola Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Hasta la próxima. Love you. Que te crezca. And we out this. Peace.